TK Kirkland show. Yeah. Wait. Hey, don't let them play you. I'm trying to save you. If somebody use your time, make sure they pay you. Pay attention, really listen, I hope you understand. Execute your vision, go and get it, be a man. Save your money, motherfucker, for another day. We got the book and the album on the fucking way. This generation is full of hate. Always worrying what the next man making. They never want to see the next man make it. 2018, let's have a gangster conversation. Like how to treat a woman, take care of your kids. Gotta take responsibility for what you did. I do it to inspire, take your mind a little higher. Like her name on the degree, not her name on a flyer. Yeah, boss moves. We just doing what a boss do. We own now and we off you. It's true. The TK Kirkland show.
TK Kirkland in the building.
How you doing, TK?
I'm doing good. First of all, let me make sure that you stay in one spot so we don't have to keep going back and forth.
Okay.
So my audience can hear and that we can have a good reception, because for some reason it sounds like you're a little distant. How you doing, though?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Actually, I'm walking in my truck right now because my phone is muffled, and I gotta I'm gonna link it up to the truck so I can talk to you in the truck.
All right, cool. Stay on the phone with me. It's cool. How far you gotta walk?
I just got into it right now.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, we good. So I'm reading this. Let me make sure I got this right from what you got me, because this shit is interesting as fuck, yo. All right, hold on one second. All right, so you sent me like just started listening to your podcast, and damn. So my problem is that I have a wife with a 19-year-old daughter that doesn't do shit, and she lets her disrespect her a lot more, but too much to get into. I'm married and no respect from the kid. Call me, need help. Can't write it all down. So talk to me. What's up?
So I grew up with this woman. We lived 8 houses down from each other. She was actually the first woman I've dated that had kids. I'm 38 years old. I have no kids. My whole rule in life was never date anyone that has kids, because stuff that I'm going through right now, I already know what's going to happen.
I understand.
So we linked up 7 years ago. We dated for about 4 years. I always have issues with her daughter. I still got married with her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping things will change. It did. It kind of got worse. She's the kid's really disrespectful to her mom.
Right.
Talks back, questions her all the time. You know, and instead of saying, you know, when I grew up, it was like if I was told no, that meant no.
That's right.
You don't ask why, or you know what I mean?
Right.
So going from there, you know, I kind of left for about 2 months. Wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I love the woman. Our relationship is good.
Okay.
Just the whole thing with her daughter. Her daughter and my relationship is not good. She doesn't accept me as a stepfather. She doesn't really respect. And I'm just tired of you know, we split everything down the middle, 50-50. The rent, the food, the gas and electric, whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I think I have resource, what is it called? Remorsement or resource? I can't think of the word. So like where I get upset knowing that her daughter's not doing anything in the house. She's 19, and it's like I pay all this stuff, and you know I do this. So why do I got to do this? She's really not my daughter.
Right.
You know, she doesn't accept me. She doesn't respect. So that's my issue.
It's a tough situation, and we're gonna visit a lot of avenues here to see what solution we can come up to. So the girl doesn't work. She doesn't do anything.
No. She graduated high school. She went to junior college for like 2 months and then dropped out.
Okay, so it sounds like she's not disciplined. I'm sorry to interrupt. So it sounds like she's not disciplined. And it's basically like, who raised her? Is her father in her life?
No, his father committed suicide while she was young. I think when she was a couple months old.
All right, so she could have picked up a couple of his DNA. That's why she lacks discipline. She could be a little off a little bit. That's what it sounds like. She just a little off, or she's going through. Have you ever thought therapy for her?
Well, yeah, she's actually. Here's another thing too. You know, I try to walk around. I feel like I walk around eggshells because the kid has depression, and
Right.
she's actually tried to commit suicide before. So she's actually been in a 72-hour hold, if they want to call it. You know, she goes into a mental institution and they hold her for 72 hours, but then they just let her go.
Okay, right. And but you really love the wife.
Yeah. I've known her my whole life. Like I said, she grew up 8 houses down from me, childhood friends. Went to elementary school together. Knew each other in high school, junior high, kind of just here and there, high. But when we linked up again, I've always had a crush on her. You know, we both held each other.
Let me ask you a question. When you walk around the house and the girl, she's not on drugs, is she?
She smokes pot.
Okay, so that could be saving her, or it could be fucking her up too. So she's 19. Yeah. So you got to put her. See, here's the thing: you can't put her on the street because she's 19, and in 3 years you don't know what she's going to become. Meaning, she's going to be in the streets, she's going to be a bum bitch, whatever. 2, do you have that much time to wait for her to leave the home? 3, do you fly? And what I mean by fly is, first love yourself. If you love yourself, then you got to leave her and the kid, because you know what we do as adults and people get in relationships, we fall in love with the guy or girl, but sometimes you got to deal with the family members, and that shit can be aggravating, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It could be aggravating, and you. Some men and women don't know the rules to the book or haven't read the manual, so they just jump into these things, and they find out on a trial and error basis. You know, like your first instinct should have always been never to marry a woman with kids, and if you did marry them, you did marry a woman with kids, make sure the kids are on their way out the house. That you don't have to deal with their personalities. They pretty much on their own, because you're trying to. Yeah, I want men. Sometimes in some relationships, guys got the great situation. The girl is great. The kids are great. Sometimes even the baby daddy is phenomenal. But most of the time, you meet a woman, the daddy ain't shit, or the kids ain't shit, and the man like you, who loves the wife, got to put up with this bullshit for the rest of your life. And you say to yourself sometimes, is it worth it? But if you found a good woman compared to what might be out here, you might be winning. You feel me? Because it's a lot of women who don't have their shit together. And I always say a lot of men ain't got their shit together either, because when women hear my show, they'll automatically say, I always say people with low IQ. I'll say, oh, well, what about the niggas? Not understanding that the topic of the day is really about what you're going through, not to compare men and women. So I throw that in there to put knowledge on people's minds so they can understand when I say that this conversation today is about what you're going through and what I want men and women to see the signs, because it's really a hard thing that you got yourself into, fam. It's a really hard thing for you. Because for you to call me, and I'm sorry I ain't hit you back, but when you hit me back twice, you know, I'm already busy, but now it's the holidays, it's really, really busy. So I said, let me call this brother now, because I gave you my word yesterday I was going to do it, and I was running around, I was so tired. But we're going to talk more, but what I'm thinking, with this situation with the young lady that you love, but your happiness, can you hold out a little longer until like she's 20, 21? Or you think the girl's always going to be there?
See, that's the thing where I'm trying to hold out. You know, I just went back. I mean, we had arguments. We went and talked to a counselor, marriage counselor for me and my wife, and it ends up always a session about her and her child, her parenting with the daughter. You know, but I'm holding out. I'm trying to. I love the woman. I want to make sure that if it gets too much, then you know I don't know where to go from there except for out. But I mean, she's 19 right now. Get a couple more years. Yeah, I could give her a couple more years. I made me and my wife came to an agreement on, you know, you take care of your daughter's stuff and her needs and what she needs with, you know, And with our household, I'll pay a third of the electricity bill or whatever, and I'll pay a certain amount in the rent, and then you take care of you and your daughter, because I feel that if you don't want your daughter to work, you're not going to pressure her to work, and you should pick up her slack, not me.
Oh, so the mom, is she white?
No, she's Mexican.
Okay, so that's almost white. So that's the thing, is who raised her. Her mom is not raising her right. Her mom is raising a woman. She's enabling her.
Exactly.
Oh man, you're in a bad situation, bro.
So,
I didn't know it was like that, but you and the mom was really trying to put the female together, but the mom don't want her to work. The mom just being the mom doesn't want to discipline her.
Yeah, exactly.
So have you been? Go ahead, let's talk. Go ahead.
So what happened was, what's happening is, you know, the kid talks back, really disrespectful. I mean, when they're talking, it's like, my wife is trying to tell her to do something or whatever, she'll snap. The daughter will snap, give an attitude, and my wife just shakes it off. So prior to us going to counseling and me leaving, I would get involved, because that's not how I was raised. You don't raise your voice to your parents.
That's right.
You don't ask questions.
That's right.
You do what you're told. It doesn't take 20 minutes to get up off the couch, go wash the dishes. When I tell you to do something, you do it now. You drop what you're doing and you do it now. That's how I was raised.
That's right.
She doesn't allow that. So we would always get in arguments. I mean, the daughter doesn't even know how to, like, efficiently clean the house.
Damn.
Sweep the floor, mop the floor. You know, she washes dishes here and there, but, like, she doesn't have a community area in the house. Her room's a mess. She sleeps. She just in the room all day. And another thing is, she came out like a couple months ago that she's a lesbian now.
Right. Yep. That's normally about the.
But she just had a boyfriend 3 months ago.
Right.
That she was with for 2 years. And that was an issue too, because, you know, they were always at the house. I'm always buying food for the house, and it's like they're just I mean, the kid graduated, but she wasn't really doing much after school or after work. I remember when I was growing up, I'm out the house, you know, until it gets dark.
That's right. That's right.
Playing sports or whatever, you know.
Right.
I wasn't just laying up in my house and, you know, with my boyfriend there or my girlfriend there every day, and just doing nothing.
It's who raised you. So here's my thing. And she'll give me more depth. How do you feel? Can you live on your own?
Yeah, I make good money. Yeah.
I think you should leave, fam. I think you should do it slowly, but you should make a plan in about 6 months to a year to start gradually making an exit. Because this situation right here doesn't sound like it's going to get any better. Because think about the poison, right? Poison was she had a boyfriend coming over to the house. That's bad energy. Because the boy didn't even have his own place to take her, right? Two, that means they was fucking in the room. You know they was fucking in there.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
All right? Okay, so you got that. Now, not to say she don't have the right to change her mind, but now she's a lesbian. It's not a bad thing, but it shows that her mind, to me, she's still trying to find herself now. To the LGBTQ, who might think that I'm hating and whatever, what I'm saying is that the young lady right now is confused. And it doesn't mean that I'm hating against the LGBTQ. It's just that I'm saying she sounds confused to me, and I have a right to say what I want to say. Because, you know, you talk about this gay shit, you know, they want to bring down a marching band, but I'm a gangster. So my motherfuckers march on me. I got a motherfucker empty them clips selling them motherfuckers. So that's just how I feel. But with the young lady, she's confused, and your happiness, fam, is what's most important. I don't want you to get in here 25 years deep and you're not happy.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. If the kid dies or something or gets sick and passed away, no disrespect when I say I just don't be real. You can always come back and kick it with a mom.
I mean, she's been suicidal, too. You know,
and she might get killed young at the house.
Yeah.
You know, don't disrespect them kids. You can sleep, and them kids snap, and she come in there and kill you and the mother.
That's funny that you say that because me and my wife actually talked about that before. It's like, because we watch a lot of ID and you know, I listen to a lot of murder podcasts too, and that shit's real.
Yeah, it's real, yo.
Yeah, you know, it does happen, and you know, if the kid doesn't get her way one night, she doesn't like it, gonna snap and go off, you know.
Right. So you can't even go in there with a nice erection. Fuck your wife. Because you gotta lock the door and sleep with one eye closed, one eye open, because you don't know the daughter gonna come in there. Or you're gonna get somebody from a family member or ex-boyfriend or a lesbian, they come in there and try to kill you for life insurance money. I know all this is like far-fetched and all this, but you have to take it under consideration.
No, yeah. I mean, it's real. That does happen. It does happen. I mean, I've thought about it. You know, my mom actually told me, because we actually moved we moved like back into her childhood house because her grandmother raised her.
Okay.
We had our own place. We moved into our own place together when we got married, and then her grandfather had Alzheimer's disease. So is it out here, but in Mexico, because we're like 10 minutes away from TJ, Mexico, in San Diego.
Okay.
They found a facility to take care of him with the Alzheimer's at cheaper, so grandmother moved down in there into Rosarito with the grandfather and asked us to take over and help her. You know, she'll rent the house to us, and you know, we'll just pay her to help the grandfather because she didn't want to do going through the whole thing of finding a renter and then renting it out to them, and you know, the whole 9 yards of renting the place out to someone, a stranger, I guess.
Right.
So at Phil, I mean, because me and the kids have gotten in arguments before, and I feel that, and I know she said it before, it's like, this is not your house. You just live here.
Right.
19-year-old daughter told me that. And I'm thinking, like, you little shit, dude. And you know what? You're right. I don't feel that way. I want to put, yeah. And my mom didn't say nothing.
Oh, that has to hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I went off on her. I told her, look, you ungrateful little bitch. I pay for everything. Me and your mom pay for shit. You don't do anything in this house. You don't participate in cleaning up the room or cleaning up the common areas. You don't do shit. This is not your house. This is our house. You're just staying here. Sooner or later, you're going to have to leave. But you don't get that in your head.
And so you shouldn't have to have that type of conversation with no child.
Exactly.
Because if you smack her, she's gonna press charges.
Oh no, I don't. I knew that from the get-go. That's not my child. I will never put hands on her.
Right.
And like I said, I've been with her for 7 years. I met the kid when she was 12. So you know, there's been a lot of.
Now let me ask you a question then. Since you've been with the kid since she was 12, no disrespect when I say this. I'm questioning how you raised her. Now, what is it that he wouldn't allow you to raise her the way you wanted to since she was 12?
No, I did. She allowed me to. She wanted a male figure, but she would always contradict me. Like I said, I was stern. I was stern with the rules of the house, the way she needs to talk to your mom, the way she needs to talk to us. But then I'd always get contradicted by my wife. Or, you know, if something happened, I want to ground her. Nah, maybe we shouldn't ground her because she would throw in the whole she's suicidal and depressed type thing, you know. So it was always like undermining me on everything.
Okay, right.
Because like I said, I mean, I try to set the same rules and same moral respect towards people and everything the way I was raised, the way my parents raised me, you know.
Right.
And, you know, my parents are still alive. They still live in the same house together, and that's what I told my wife. That's what I want, but we need her to realize in life, you don't always, she's basically a spoiled kid.
Absolutely.
But I told my wife, because in my wife's family, she has an aunt with twins that her aunt enables the kids too, and they're like 40, helping them pay their rent, and while they both have jobs or this and that. It's like, dude, why does your aunt do that? Basically, your aunt is enabling your cousin, even though he might have a drug problem, which I think he does. If he's working 40 hours a week, he should be able to pay for his apartment.
Hell
you're doing
yeah.
The same thing to your daughter. You're doing the same thing to your daughter. And it's just, not as of paying rent and stuff, but enabling her as far as letting her get away with things, without no repercussions for her
decision,
for her actions.
Right,
for her
actions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's just like all you're teaching her is just like, oh well, I was wrong, but I can keep on going. Like, what happens if one day she let's say stabs somebody? You think you're gonna bail her out and then go to jail, or and no, don't bail her out. She needs to start. She should have learned this a long time ago.
I agree.
With every action, there's a reaction, or
Right.
So,
see, and the thing about this is a growing trend of parents doing this to their kids. It's a growing trend, not just in your community where you're going, in all the cities across America where men, let's start with the men, getting these women pregnant and they're not staying there, right? And the kids are growing up with no supervision, and motherfuckers out here wilding. They're killing each other. The murder rate is extremely high. These kids don't want to fight. They use guns. And we all see, and here's what happens now. The parents say, oh, these kids is wilding. But no, it's really the parents. It's the parents who have had these kids, but didn't want to take the time to love them or take the time to know who to nut in. See, a lot of niggas, we nut in the wrong bitches, yo. We nut because, see, we look for the quality in females, and some of us get them. But then we have babies with women who don't discipline their children, or women that have babies with men who don't work or not disciplined, all because of sex one night, not thinking of the long term. Does a man have a good job? Does a woman have a good job? If it doesn't work out, does this person have a good character about themselves? Are they disciplined? Do they smell good? Do they take care of themselves? Do they have a 401k? Do they have life insurance? Are they a good example for the children? See, we don't take none of that into consideration. That's what coming. I really get time. Like, I know the book is coming up soon, and everybody's waiting for the book and all that, but I have a huge deal that I'm waiting on with a major company, and it's the holidays now, and we've been going back and forth for a couple of months. So I had to put all this on hold before I pursue, because I got to put a manual out here for everybody to live by, to live by from A to Z about situations that you are going through, about what to look for in a female. Because, most 90% of men, we all are visual, right? Like, you got to have a nice ass, you got nice titties, oh my God, it's pussy the bomb, but the bitch can't cook. She can't sew. She can't fucking mop. She can't clean the bathroom. She can't iron. And the same thing with females with men. The girls get these great jobs and meet a nigga who will just smoke all day, play PlayStation, text all different bitches all day, take her car, drive her to work, and then roam around the city like it's his vehicle. He take her shit, all that's in the car, put it in the glove compartment, and then when he pick her up, he put all the shit back. Or a guy who comes use the girl's car, right? She gets up at 5, but the nigga don't show up at 7 o'clock to pick her up. And I want to put books out there for us to understand, because it's just a shame what I'm hearing, and it's still going on today. It's going to get worse. So my advice, fam, is you got to start making a plan to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Because your life is what's important to me.
Yeah.
Your life. Not the child, not her. We wish the child the best. We wish the mom the best. but you got to be fucking happy because I don't want you to get 55, 57. You gave up the best years of your life because you wanted to be dedicated to a woman that had a problem with her kids.
Mhm.
There's other women
Yeah,
out here.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing too. My mom, my mom was telling me, get your own place. You guys are married, but get your own place. She lives there, you live here, because
Right.
That poison of the daughter. Hey, my parents were disappointed in the whole fact that I got with the woman and got married to her, because she had tied her tubes, and then when we got together, she untied them, knowing that I wanted to have kids, and she was willing to do that for me. But I
wouldn't have no children with that woman. No disrespect. Hell no.
No, yeah, I get that, but at the same time, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I think that she didn't have help with her daughter raising her. I mean, she was a stay-at-home mom, and we're living off of her daughter's SSI and raising her daughter here, and just started working again, because I pushed her to work. I encouraged her to work, because
that was my
home. Yeah.
So the wife wasn't working. I'm sorry to interrupt. So the wife wasn't working. She was getting SSI from the kid being what? Why was she getting SSI?
The father committed suicide.
Okay, all right. So she's getting a check from there.
Yeah. So she was raising her daughter, and stay-at-home mom. She was participating in the whole PTA, the school program, elementary school, and then junior high. And then when I started dating her, she wasn't working. I was like, I always worked since 18. Right. My dad's all like, you need to work. You need to make money. Nothing's free in life.
That's right.
So when I found that out, I told her, I was like, hey, maybe you should get a job. I encouraged her to get a job. She got a job. She moved up real quick in the ladder of what she does. I encouraged her to leave one job because it was a dead-end job and go into another job. And she moved all the way to the top, and she's maxed out at where she's at. Wow, that's good. So that means you're a great leader. She's a hustler, and she all I want is, I always tell her, we live in California. Right. We have to at least make $100,000 together to live semi-comfortably, to buy a house and live, comfortably here. I agree. You can't make it with just $56,000 a year out here. No, you can't. Yeah, so that was our whole goal. And we did that. She got the job. She started moving up. I started. I was in a company that I was with for 12 years, and I felt like I was stuck. And so I told her, hey, I'm gonna make this move to another company, because I do construction. So I went from one trade. From one trade to another trade I moved up quick in that one. Started getting paid more, $7 more than what I was doing with the company I was with for 15 years. 12 years. And like I said, all money, we're good, stable place, but we just need the kid to see that, that you're not going to be able to make it on your own, loafing around. She wants to work at a dispensary. Yeah, I see a problem with that. Okay. There's no direction in this young lady. Don't get me wrong. She's 19. Maybe in 20 years it might be a change. You ain't got that kind of time, because there's other women out there that you could be dating that you could be completely happy 360. Happy in the bedroom, happy with the family if they have kids, or happy to the point that you raised your own family. And your parents is right, Your parents is right. So I'm saying you can stay in there. Here, let's talk gangster for a second. Stay in the family, get your own spot, get some life insurance on the kids if you can. Take out about $100,000, $200,000 life insurance on the child, because the child is what we call a possibility that child's going to commit suicide or die. So that should not be a tragedy. It should be profitable. And that's what I mean. If you're all together and she dies, guess who's going to have to pay for the life insurance or bury her? Your ass. I'm just being real. You're going to have to help. Isn't there some kind of certain rules to that if they take their own life, with life insurance in general, like how you could claim it if it's a suicide, if they take their own life, you're not eligible for it, or
right?
I just got to look into that.
Yeah, you got to look into it. You got to look into that. But due to that, you want to take out life insurance and you want to take out burial insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Two different things. Burial insurance probably costs you $25 a month. That way you have insurance just in case something happens, you can bury the person. The life insurance is a situation just in case it's an accident or she gets sick. But at least there's no disrespect to the people who are listening to the show and hearing me talk. You know, I keep it 100. My point is it doesn't make sense for that person to pass and everything that you saving in your savings account, your checking account, your 401k, you got to rush to go out, get that money, take it out to deplete your funds to bury someone you've had issues with for years. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And speaking of business, let me give a shout out to one of my sponsors, the power of credit, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thing going into the new year. I want everybody to understand to get your credit restoration, financial freedom with my friend Sherelle Anderson. And you can reach her on the website. Let me make sure I got this right. www.sherelleanderson.net or www.myfest.net/SAnderson11. And we want to start making sure that people start understanding the power of credit to the point that they start next year that your phone bill, your cell phone bill, is you're going to be able to use towards your credit to get good credit scores. So for the people who didn't know that, I wanted to share that with you. But we want you to start looking into getting your credit together after the 31st at Sherelle Anderson, the power of restoration, getting your credit back in order. Just go to her website at www.sherelleanderson.net. Okay, family. Yeah, but back to the insurance. I think that's something you should look into. I think if you stay in the relationship, that's what you should do.
Well, she has plots already.
Okay, cool.
My wife does.
Okay, good. Yeah,
because a lot of her family members have passed, and she'll buy them, pay for them, and then like if someone passes, she'll sell it to whoever, help out, give it to them.
Okay,
like
all right.
We have a few right now. I think 3.
Okay.
Plots.
Okay, good. And how old are you?
I'm 38.
Yeah, you're young, man. God damn. I just want you to be happy, fam. You don't have a problem meeting women, do you? Now you have a problem getting pussy. You gotta have problems.
I've been married for 7 years. I mean, I never had problem. I never had problem picking up chicks. Never had problem.
All right.
Not at all.
Cool.
I'm the type of person I could go up and talk to anybody. I dress clean, casual all the time. And
right.
I'm outgoing. I can talk to anybody. Any situation, anybody, go talk to them, So it's the whole thing with.
Yeah, then you're going to win in a relationship. So here's my thing. Think about it. But if you called me, if you call T to the motherfucking K, you called to say, whatever he say, I'm going with. And what I'm saying, enjoy these next couple months. Start planning as soon as possible. You got how much money you got saved in the bank?
Yeah, I got a few thousand.
All right. So do you have more than 15 or more than 20?
I'm more than yeah.
All right, which one? More than 15? Okay.
More than 15.
So get like about 21,000, 22,000 saved, because by the time you get a new place, rent, first and last month rent, that's gonna be about 3,000, if not more. Be down to 20. Yeah. So So what I'm thinking, June or the year before 2020. This whole year should be your year to stack.
Okay.
And does your wife listen to the show?
No.
All right, cool. So and we didn't say your name, so nobody knows who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, let's say 6 months to a year. You got a whole year to really plan and to stay disciplined and focused. Like you, and now if you make this decision, everything that girl now doesn't bother you, because in your mind you're like, shit, I'm out of this motherfucker soon. I'm not even going to trip, and that'll take some pressure off you. But because
so how do you stay?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, it'll take some pressure.
Yeah, take it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna stay quiet.
Sorry about that. As you're staying, taking off the pressure, and we have, like I said, we have already agreed on, me paying a third of the house, let you pay your part of the child and everything. I actually felt a lot of pressure off of that, but I want to see how long is that gonna keep it off.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you're not truly happy 100%. Now, I don't know if you could be happy with another relationship, but what's so great, though, these situations, relationships like this, relationships of men cheating, relationships of women cheating, or problems that you have when you do leave that relationship, that your ex is the blueprint of what you'll never, ever do again. See, you got a great wife. You love her, and she loves you. Y'all don't have no problem. But you got a kid here. That's the problem. So what we did right now is we came up with 3 plans. One plan is you came up with let her pay part of the extra rent, take some pressure off you. But does that really take pressure off you? And I don't know. I don't think it's about money. 2, you can get your own spot, and she could come visit you, and you go visit her. Matter of fact, I kind of like that too. I kind of like you go get your own spot. You're still married. You love her. But you just feel for your health, your mental sanity, that you can be in your own spot and you don't have to really worry about what goes on over there. She and your wife have a key to your spot. You have a key to her spot. You go in, kick it, have dinner. And when you, tired or frustrated, you I'm going to go. And it's kind of, you can really make it kind of fly, yo. It's like, yo, meet me over my house tomorrow, blah, 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 and really make it some fly shit. It's not a bad thing. But at least you'll have peace of mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll have peace of mind.
You're right, because I come home from work sometimes and I see them just laying up on the couch. Like, dude, I've worked all day and the house is a mess and you guys laying up on the couch all day. Nothing's done.
You don't want to deal with that. I say, that's fucked up, yo.
Yeah. And then my wife would ask me, hey, so what'd you do today? Went to work. Were you going to clean the dishes or something? I was like, no. That's another issue that we're... Yeah,
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. You say you go to work all day, come in, and she'll say to you, are you going to do the dishes?
Yeah, and she never asked her kids. She'll never ask her kids. She'll never bitch at her daughter about it. But my response to that, I was like, why am I going to do them when you have an 18-year-old daughter? At the time, she was 18.
Man,
an 18-year-old daughter doesn't do shit.
Yeah, leave, yo. For her to say that to you, she ain't got it all. She ain't got it all, fam. Just get your own spot. For her to say that for a woman to say that to a man who works 40 hours a week and she's home all day with another human being, something ain't right.
Well, no, my wife is at work too.
Okay, wait. Then maybe I'm misunderstanding this.
Okay, sorry.
I'm thinking that you're saying that your wife said this.
Yeah, my wife had told me that, but she's at work too. And I'm saying that her daughter and whoever she's dating at the time is laying up on the couch.
Okay,
doing
I understand.
Shit.
All right. So, but the wife is at another job at work too, and she'll tell you to wash the dishes, or the daughter say, "Why don't you wash the dishes?"
No, the wife will ask me, "Did you wash the dishes?"
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
While her daughter's been home all day doing nothing, while we go out to work.
Bam.
You know, and like I say, we have a fucking everybody, all my family, all my friends, everybody that knows us, that hangs out with us know our relationship is 100 together. But the poison is the daughter.
But it's not 100. It's not 100 is because the young lady asked you to wash the dishes when you at work, she's at work, and she knows that the daughter's at home doing nothing. That's not 100.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. I mean, we're great together, I guess you could say, not 100 then. That's what you're saying with that.
Yeah, you get together. Because imagine, listen to me. Let's flip the coin for a minute. Imagine you at work, and it's your son or daughter. She comes home from work, and you say, hey, babe, can you wash the dishes? But your daughter is in the house, not doing nothing all day. Ain't no female on this motherfucking earth gonna put up with that bullshit. Or you even saying that to her. Unless she ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that, and let's make sure we put all this out right. I want to ask you another question because I want to make sure that you being 100 with me. So you moved in with her. That was the first mistake. You know that. Right? Because you have no rights there. You moved in with her. That's going to be another reason why the girl's not going to show you the respect that you want.
We moved in together into that house.
It doesn't matter. The kid is smart enough to know that ain't your shit. That girl knows. That's why she said to you what she said. So you could do two things. You can get your own spot or move, rent that place out that she's in now, rent it, right? That way you have rental property. Y'all go get your own spot together and give the daughter, ultimatum that she got to get on her feet, go to the army, do something, but she got to get out of the house. Now, the mom is not going to allow this to happen, if I'm not mistaken. So, if the mom's not going to let this happen, you get your own spot, date the woman back and forth, or get your own spot, get a divorce, and go on about your business. But if you get a divorce, make sure you plan it properly. You can't make it bitter. You can't make it fucked up. What you want to say is you walk away with nothing, I walk away with nothing because I don't want nothing from you. I just want the respect and the love that we had going in the relationship. It's just that it's just not a good piece for me. Unless it's a come up. Now, I don't want to take you out anything. Now, if the girl's making more money than you and she's sitting on some money or whatever and you file for divorce, then if you want to get something, you get something. Me, if I was married like that and me and my wife broke up, I don't want nothing from her. That if it was me. But in your situation, I don't know what's in her bank account or what she's gained by being with you. But just don't make plans without planning. This is not checkers, it's chess. So you got to take your time and think. But I want you to be happy, fam. You're 38. People always say life is short. Life ain't short. Life is long, brother. Life is long. So you want to be happy for a long time. I always tell people when they talk about life is short, you take off a year off your life because words are powerful. I'm never saying life is short. Never, like only in a situation like this. But life is long. So you got another 50, 70 years on this earth. You want to be happy, family.
Yeah. Okay.
You're 38. You shouldn't be going through this bullshit. Fuck that.
I tell her, I don't throw it in her face, but I tell her, look, there's a lot of things that I risked and threw away to be with you and then to deal with your daughter, and you can't get me. You can't have my back. I know it's your daughter. I know she'll always be your daughter. She'll always be there, but there's a certain time. For me, in my eyes, I think you need to step up there. It's like almost she's afraid of her daughter. You need to step up and put your foot down with her.
Listen, you don't have time to raise another man's children. You don't have time to instill what your parents instilled in you and her because she doesn't have it. See, all this, the problems that we have on this earth today all comes from who raised you. Who raised you is the key to this shit. And you was raised right, and you see it's wrong, and you allowing love to take you away from what you really deserve. You deserve better.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you can find it. You sound like a nice guy. And there's some bad bitches in San Diego. I've been down there a lot.
But when you come do a show.
You know, it's good. Let me tell you about these shows, man. When I say a motherfucker working, I wish I could be everywhere, but it's so hard because I'm just really one guy. So going into the next year, I'm gonna do bigger concerts so everybody could just come check me out in this one spot all over the world. And like I said, just waiting on my attorney to finish a deal. And when the deal comes, San Diego, San Diego, Houston, Texas, Seattle, London, all these people are going to be on my list because I get so many DMs and love from people all over the world, Australia, Pakistan, to do shows. And speaking of shows, too, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in Atlanta, Georgia, December 29th, 30th, 31st, catch me at the world-famous Uptown Comedy Corner in Atlanta, Georgia. Make sure that you get your tickets fast because y'all don't know every year we sell this out. It's not a problem. And let me give them the phone number. Hold on. Get this number for you people. Uptown Comedy at area code 404-768-0483. Call today, call today to get your tickets and come enjoy the show. You know, I keep it 100 all day, and I'm truly excited. So, fam, back to you. Live your life. Live your life. Think about it. You got a year. So make sure this year going in 2019, everything you're doing is about you and you saving to make your exit.
Okay.
All right, you could stay in the house with her and save for 2020, or you could take what you have, go get a place soon, and have your own spot. But if you can deal with it, if you can stay in the house another year and deal with the aggravation, I would say make your move this time next year.
I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Or not keep it in mind, but keep that in play.
Right.
Do it.
I mean, cause you'll be 39.
We had a whole, joint account and everything was going good, but once the whole disrespect with the daughter started getting a little too much, and I left, so I'm splitting our money, getting my own account, and then we're just gonna go from there and see how it goes. So,
and don't never have a joint bank account with anyone ever again.
Yeah.
Always have your own shit. And always file separately. Let her file her own income tax. You file your income tax, because you just never know what other people are doing.
Yeah.
If they fuck up, the tax man come get both of y'all.
Oh shit! Even when you're married, you could do that, huh?
Yeah, when you're married, you can file separately.
I mean, it's the only time I've never been married before either. I've never been one of those guys that go marry everybody. And men or women have like 3 or 4 husbands, you know?
Right.
So I just didn't know that.
So are you guys married?
Yeah, we're married.
Yeah.
We've been married for 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, you can file separately, yo.
I didn't know that.
Yep, sure can.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Everything I say to you, you write it down, you do your research, you Google it, you go talk to a tax guy, and you ask them, and bam, you got a good tax guy, he's going to tell you the truth. You can file separately.
Okay. I'll do that this year for sure.
Yeah. I want you to be happy, family. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right? To the fans around the world, to the people in the local area, so you know how I always do it. May your pain be champagne. This is the TK Kirkland Show. I wish you the best, family, and good luck on this journey, and really take the things that I say to you very seriously, because my time is very valuable. And I wanted to make sure I called you, because when I read it, it really touched me, and I wanted to get to you as soon as possible. So you have this opportunity to hear this from an OG, and I'm giving you everything from my heart. The same way I was telling my children. And my kids don't have these kind of problems because they know daddy don't play. So I'm talking to you like you're my son. So live your life, enjoy yourself, start taking trips, and start being happy and not worrying about somebody else's child who's suicidal, who's disrespectful, who you don't know one day it might try to kill you. You don't want to fucking live like that. Fuck that. Yeah. All right? You hear me?
I feel you, brother. Yes. Thank you.
Right,
I appreciate your time.
Yeah, you got my cell phone number, and when I come through that area, you got tickets to the show.
Thank you, brother. You have a good one. I'm gonna hit you up, let you know how my progress is.
Yep, definitely. Make sure you stay in touch with me.
All right, TK.
Okay, family. Love you, my man. God bless.
Make sure you follow TK Kirkland on Instagram at TK_Kirkland for more information about upcoming events and more. Visit www.officialtkkirkland.com.
This episode of the TK Kirkland Show was produced by Chris Thomas, executively produced by Charlemagne the God. This is an official Loudspeakers Network production.